I've talked to you guys a lot about family channels over the years and how harmful it can be to share children online. Between parents embarrassing their children, pranking children, there's been so much out there that should not be. The exploitive nature of these videos have been a big topic as more and more channels have popped up over the years, and it isn't just on one single platform. Parents posting their children and making them the stars of their content stems across all platforms. But this that we're talking about today is quite a sad story and goes to show you that sharing children online comes with a lot, and the internet is a powerful place, and all parents need to be careful about what they're putting out there and how it can come across. Honestly, I think this story goes for people that have literally one follower to millions of followers. This could truly happen to anyone. If your video goes viral of your kid, you should be careful with what you're posting. A TikTok mom recently found out just how powerful the internet really is after she shared a video of her husband and her son. And in the video, I'm not going to show it, but her husband basically wrapped their child in saran wrap from like his neck to his knees, and he was falling over. I don't know why they thought this was some lighthearted, funny video, because it wasn't. It was just weird and not something that should be put online. It was embarrassing and sad, just hard to watch overall. And the video went viral, and as a result, people who viewed the TikTok reported the parents to Child Protective Services. And the TikTok ended up getting deleted, but that didn't cause the issue to go away, as CPS took these claims of concern seriously and actually removed their son from their home. The mom ended up posting a video about it on TikTok the next day, explaining her side of the situation.
Right now, we're dealing with a situation where Gunnar has been taken from us until CPS can evaluate our home, because I posted a video of my husband and son playing. The video was strewed in a way as to people thinking that we were abusing our child, when Gunnar was like laughing and smiling, and it was just a funny thing that Hank did because Gunnar was getting into like the stove that day and like tried putting a fork in his socket, and like Hank like playfully wrapped him in cling wrap. He had room to move, like he looked like a little worm, like a little cucumber. He was at no point in distress or crying or anything like that. Like, we would never hurt our son. Like, we would never hurt our child.
She begins to explain that at first she was getting positive comments, so she thought nothing of it, and then later on, cops showed up at her door over this video. They questioned her and her husband, and she thought that her son was going to be returned to her after this, and CPS could evaluate their house, but that wasn't actually the case.
We went down and like made our statements, and thinking that like Gunnar was gonna like be returned to us that day, and that like CPS would do their investigation and see that our home is safe, and that we meant our child no harm. I don't know what to do, whether to stay quiet or post a video or like private my social media because of the amount of hate that I'm getting. I don't know what the right thing is to do or to say. All I can say is that my son is so loved and cherished, and he's my miracle baby. Like, was my fourth pregnancy after 3 miscarriages, and he's the light of my life.
She begins to explain that people are interpreting the video wrong. She isn't like a family channel or anything like that. She's just an influencer who happens to be a mom. And she says that even though she has like 1 million followers, her TikTok is not monetized. She's not making money off of her kid or anything like that.
Some people are taking this video out of context and like not even knowing Hank. I make zero money off of my social media. My TikTok is not monetized like at all. I don't make any money off of my kid. I just post little vlogs sometimes and like little pieces of like our life together, and I just feel really helpless in this situation. I feel so dumb for posting that and like thinking it was just like a cute family video, and then it turning into this. I know that people are gonna hate me or like just like have opinions on this, and like I absolutely understand that. I just want people to know that like I love that little boy more than anything in the whole world, and I would never hurt him. Never ever.
Some disagreed with her description of the video that she had posted, feeling like it wasn't a lighthearted video like she said it was, but they did feel for her and hoped that this will cause her to change what she chooses to share of her son online. The next day, their son was returned to them, and she shared a video on TikTok saying, "Home where he belongs. CPS cleared us of wrongdoings and determined our home with us is a safe one for our son. Despite that, a hard lesson was learned, a mistake we will never make again. This weekend was extremely traumatic for us as a family and will be taking time away to heal." I feel like this was a major lesson to not just her, but a lot of people, that what you share online does get seen by the public, and there are serious consequences that can come with sharing your children online. Now, there are a lot of people feeling like this was very extreme for them to take away her child. It is extremely traumatic, that is for sure, and it is such a sad story. And I will say that throughout the years of seeing family channels and people just share their kids online, there are comments that you see about people being like, "Where's CPS?" or like, "Why hasn't anyone reported them to CPS?" And family channels have complained about getting calls from CPS, but I haven't ever really seen it happen when they do remove the child from the home. I think it's only happened like one other time that I know of with a family channel. So to hear about this, I was like shook, you guys. I was like, this is really, really crazy, and it's just sad. It's something that you don't want to see happen. And I do think as the years go on, people will start to see more and more why sharing children online just isn't the best idea. Preserving their online identity until they can understand it for themselves seems to be the best, whether you're famous or not. People find it embarrassing enough when parents bring out the baby books, but imagine the whole freaking baby book is online, like on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's overwhelming. Nobody wants to see your kid's first bath except for creeps. Like, keep that stuff to yourself. It's better for everyone, and your kids will thank you. And the internet's been around long enough for kids who have grown up online to now speak out about their experiences growing up on the internet, in hopes that other parents will listen to them and protect their own kids from the same feelings that they're experiencing. An article was recently published in Teen Vogue titled "Influencer Parents and the Kids Who Had Their Childhood Made into Content." This article details Claire, a girl whose parents currently run a family channel. Her name had been changed for the article to protect her identity because she's still living at home with her parents, but wants to speak out as soon as she can live on her own with like her real name and everything. But until then, she wants to keep anonymous. But she did share kind of what she's going through as this teenager living with her parents who have this channel. The article says, "Search Claire's name online and this is some of what you'll find. Photos of her as a child, merchandise with her face on it available for sale, and a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, and hundreds of videos featuring Claire and members of her family." In the videos, Claire grows from a toddler to a teenager. On Instagram, fans comment they miss videos from the old days. In public, people sometimes recognize her and ask for photos. Altogether, the family's YouTube channel has over 1 billion views, but if it were up to Claire, none of the videos would exist. The first time she went viral, she was a toddler. When the family's channel started to rake in views, Claire says both her parents left their jobs because the revenue from the YouTube channel was enough to support the family and to land them a nicer house and new car. "That's not fair that I have to support everyone," she said. "I try not to be resentful, but I kind of am." Once she told her dad she didn't want to do YouTube videos anymore, and he told her they would have to move out of their house and her parents would have to go back to work, leaving no money for nice things. When the family is together, the YouTube channel is what they talk about. Claire says her father has told her he may be her father, but he's also her boss. It's a lot of pressure, she says. When Claire turns 18 and can move out of her house, she's considering going no contact with her parents. When she doesn't live with them anymore, she plans to speak out publicly about being the star of a YouTube channel. She'll even use her real name. Claire wants people to know how her childhood was overshadowed by social media stardom that she didn't choose. And she wants her parents to know nothing they do now is going to take back the years of work I had to put in. She also claimed that she didn't even know how much money her parents had actually set aside for her to use in the future. They had claimed that they saved money for her college, but she isn't sure how much of that is versus what she actually made for them all these years. It truly is just so sad to hear that this is the reality for Claire, but also the reality for so many other children online whose parents make them the source of income. And not even that, because there are so many people who try to get to this level by posting things on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube of their kids, and they never make it to this level where they have millions of subscribers. But the fact that they like try to get to this level by posting stuff of their kids, that's like so sad to me as well. The people that like seek out this life. Now, I do think that there's different levels to the way people share their kids online. Obviously, there are family channels where the children are like the main characters of their videos and everything. But then there's influencers who just so happen to have kids and they vlog their life. And I don't think that that is that bad. But I do think that this story as a whole, these two that we talked about today, it just goes to show you that you should just really be mindful of what you are sharing of your kids online. So maybe think twice before sharing something. But as of right now, this situation remains as it is, pretty much like unmonitored except by the public. And now we've seen like how extreme it kind of can get when the public does get involved. I just found this to be such a crazy story and just so sad at the same time. But I certainly want to know if you guys have heard about this and or what you guys think about this whole situation, including this Teen Vogue article. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.